Imagine you're looking for the perfect place to live. Is it in the shade of trees and near quaint stores, further away on the edge of town, or out in the countryside surrounded by farmland? Is the home an apartment, duplex, townhouse, or detached single-family home? How tall is it? How wide is it? Where's the nearest school? Can you walk, bike, or have to drive to it? How far away is the hospital? Where can you go out to eat? Do you live right above a restaurant, right down the block from one, only have fast food options, or do you have to drive to one? Everyone has their own unique vision for their perfect place to live, but together, we can find things we can all agree on to guide our future. That guide is called our comprehensive plan, and it is the bridge between our dreams and reality. The comprehensive plan and its counterparts already impact and influence your everyday life. Every aspect of where you live is the way it is for a reason. Every board in the frame of your house was overseen by our building inspections department to make sure it meets the state standards. The height of your house, how wide it is, whether it's along the street or set back, even what type of house it is, where the school is, how far away a place to eat is, and who your neighbors are, is all defined by zoning. Now, zoning defines the bulk, use, and intensity of development and where those uses are allowed. But why is the house here in the first place? Why isn't the property the site of a factory or a restaurant or a park? The house is here because there was a plan that said it should be here. Planning gives us the overview of where certain things should go and what the community should look like in the future. Planning is not a new practice. Consider Rome, Washington, D.C., or the downtown of the nearest town or village. These places have four aspects in common. You can reach anywhere by walking or taking a horse. There's a mix of land uses. There's a clear end to the space. And the private buildings frame the public space. You can see the intent in planning the space. There's a communication route, private spaces, and public spaces, where you can have a meeting between locals and strangers. This historic practice became the basis for the current day practices of planning and zoning. The state requires the comprehensive plan to be updated every 5 years and revised in its entirety every 20. Right now, we have the chance to rethink and imagine the next 20 years of Shenandoah County. There's a lot that can happen over the next 20 years, and no, we're not talking flying cars or robots, but real change in the environment, how we get around, and what resources we can access. In 1973, Shenandoah County imagined what 1990 would look like, with growth in the 6 towns and 12 villages. In 1990, the county imagined 2010, with growth in and around the towns and sanitary districts. And in 2005, the county imagined 2025, with a similar vision. This future land use map is part of the comprehensive plan and defines what land should be used for in the future. The comprehensive plan is broken into chapters to address the many resources of the county. Chapter 1, History and Regional Setting, covers historic buildings and sites as well as where the county is. Chapter 2, Natural Resources, provides tools to protect aspects like our caves, farms, streams, and mountains. Chapter 3, Land Use, shows how land is being used. Chapter 4, Economic Development, guides tourism, industry, and small businesses. Chapter 5, Population, provides information on population trends. Chapter 6, Housing, addresses existing conditions and the needs in the community. Chapter 7, Community Facilities, provides guidance for schools, public safety, arts and culture, and parks and recreation. Chapter 8, Transportation, addresses all forms of getting from point A to point B, with sidewalks, trails, and bike lanes to roads, railroads, and airports. Chapter 9 and 10 provide a list of actions to make the plan a reality. Comprehensive plans guide us in how we should improve our schools, from expanding existing schools to building entirely new ones. Comprehensive plans guide where we need to improve internet access, make public safety improvements, improve river access sites, promote new housing opportunities, support economic development efforts, and increase the resources we can access. Comprehensive plans are also about how we can make sure future generations have the chance to enjoy the same aspects we do about Shenandoah County by protecting our historic buildings, streams and forests, view of the mountains, or that feeling of being in a small town or rural community. Comprehensive plans reflect the community's desires for where we want to have improvements occur and where we want to protect places for our children's children to be able to enjoy. Now is our time to rethink how we see ourselves and who we want to be, but also ask what makes Shenandoah County special and how we can work together to protect it for others. Right now, the Citizens Advisory Committee is working on the next comprehensive plan, looking to 2045. and we need your help in imagining what Shenandoah County could be in 20 years. You can make an impact today by taking the survey, attending an information session, collaboration session, and review session, and by just letting the CAC know your dreams for the future. Now is your chance to say everything you've ever thought about the future of the county so we can work towards a better future together.